Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on our Monday briefing. Today is July 1st, and this briefing will cover all week through next Sunday, July 7th. Starting off right off the bat, we did have rainfall yesterday, especially in the southeast portion of the CWA. So I have a map of 24-hour rainfall amounts. We did have a bullseye of about 8 inches in Salemburg. We got reports of 8 inches in that area. And then as you can see, we had a couple areas that had 4 inches, 3 inches, and 2+ inches. So if you want more details, we did send a PNS statement out with areas of greater than ½ inch. So we welcomed the rain. Folks in the southeast portion, we did put a flash flood warning out. There was 1 car stranded in that area. So we did have 1 car subdued to its rain, but that's okay. Everyone else got nice little watering on their grass. Before I jump in, also I wanted to say that it is July, so happy July. We made it through June. We're about to send out our June climate summary, so be sure to check our social media shortly for the full records, but just highlighting that for June, Greensboro was the 4th driest June on record. We only had 0.92 inches of rain over the entire month of June. And then Fayetteville was actually the 9th driest on record with 1.55 inches of rain. So again, we'll have a full climate summary for June 2024 out later, and you can find that on our social media page. Jumping right into the upcoming weather pattern for central North Carolina. So today, as you can see, it's a little dry outside and windy in some areas. We had a nice gust down in the southeast as the front moved through the area, and that front will continue to move off the coast later today. High pressure will settle in across the region for quiet weather today, tomorrow, and possibly Wednesday. And then temperatures will return to near normal, slightly above normal on Wednesday. As that high pressure slides off, we'll get some more southerly flow, so warm temperatures. So temps will be warming up. Cold front will move across the Ohio Valley, but expected to stay north of us, and that could impact maybe the western North Carolina area on Thursday, but generally dry on Thursday. And then the next chance for isolated showers and storms will be Friday afternoon through the weekend, as that slow moving frontal boundary will move across the mid-Atlantic region. So not a total washout, but definitely watch out for those isolated showers and storms, especially in those afternoon days. Severe thunderstorm potential for the next few days, next week. We do have the southeast highlighted for today. That was generally just for this morning. That cold front has moved offshore, so no severe storms expected, and that was general thunder anyways. The precipitation forecast for the next 5 days, as you can see today, we did have that rainfall for this morning, so that did capture the rainfall through 8 a.m. And then we have Tuesday and Wednesday completely dry across the entire state, and then Thursday, as I said earlier, we'll have that front to the northwest of us, and that could impact the western Piedmont area, especially western portion of North Carolina. And then Friday, we'll have a better chance of isolated showers and storms. As you can see, the 5-day total just pretty much encompasses that Thursday, Friday, and a little bit of that front that happened today. So WPC's excessive rainfall outlook. Pretty much flash flooding is not expected the next few days. Again, this morning we did have a marginal risk for the far southeast portion of Sampson County, but that is going to be, that's no longer valid. We don't have any rain in that way. Drought update, we do have, this is from Thursday, so just a reminder that we have D0, which is abnormally dry conditions across much of the western portion of North Carolina, and then a D1 for the rest of North Carolina. So that includes, the northeast, southeast region, and then areas up and along the Virginia border. So dry conditions out there continue. Everyone wants to know what's going on with the hurricanes out there. So today, here is the 7-day graphical tropical weather outlook. We have Chris making landfall near the Mexican state of Veracruz. So that's bringing some rain to Mexico. And then we have an area here highlighted in orange. Showers and thunderstorms, are located 1,000 miles from the Windward Islands. And, NHC is expecting a tropical depression forming by the middle of this week. So stay tuned. Formation through the next 48 hours is 30%, and through the next 7 days is 60%. So stay tuned for that. And then we have Hurricane Beryl in the southeastern Caribbean, which is actually expected to make landfall, if it has not already made landfall, in the Windward Islands, specifically the Grenada Island, making landfall as a Category 4 hurricane, major hurricane, 130 mile per hour winds, with storm surge impacts going across. It's expected to continue on a west-northwest track around 15 to 20 miles an hour, and move south of Jamaica, if not making another landfall, and then moving into the peninsula, Central America Peninsula, moving across into the Bay of Campeche. So we'll keep an eye on this, especially if you're taking a holiday to Mexico, definitely keep an eye on it, or anywhere in the Caribbean. It's a good time to always stay prepared. Right now, this is not expected to impact North Carolina. So we have an 8 to 14 day temperature precipitation outlook. So it's going to continue to be hot. July 8th through the 14th, we have a 60 to 70% chance of above normal temperatures. And those normal temperatures right now for this period is going to be in the upper 80s, the low 90s, with lows in the 70s. And then for precipitation, we'll have a 33 to 40% chance of above normal precipitation. So hot and slightly above normal for precipitation through the early to mid-July. For our experimental graphical hazardous weather outlook, we do have, like I said, we had that little bit of excessive rainfall in the far southeast, but otherwise clear for today, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then chances for, thunderstorms pick back up Thursday through the weekend, as well as our excessive heat. So be on the lookout, especially for increasing heat later this week and into the weekend. I know there's a lot of 4th of July events, so make sure you're staying plenty hydrated, staying in the shade, staying in air conditioned if possible, because it's going to get hot this later this week. Here is a wrap up. So like I said, dry weather today and tomorrow and Wednesday. We'll have the next chance of rain later this week and through the weekend, isolated showers and storms. So just be on the lookout. We'll have more details for the weekend on our Thursday briefing. And then the biggest hazard, is hot weather is expected later this week. We're going to have temps in the mid and upper 90s to nearing 100 Friday and Saturday. Heat index values will be around 100 to 109. So like I said before, watch out for the heat and stay inside in air conditioning in the shade if and when you can. Otherwise, I hope you guys all have a great 4th of July, and we'll see you on Thursday. Actually, I think our briefing will be pushed to Friday. So stay on the lookout for a briefing email.